Hi everyone, welcome again to Wingman Wisdom. Thanks for joining me today. This is my virtual campfire. As a former campground owner, I used to love sitting around a campfire all the time. I still do it, but not as much, with other people and just sharing ideas and thoughts. I call it taking time to think and ponder. I believe personally that most of us today are addicted to these things so badly that we don't have time, we don't take the time to really think, to ponder. We're just constantly stimulated by this digital device, and that unless we stop and have that discipline and take the time to think and to ponder, that we can't really do anything significant. I know it's very satisfying. I guess I've never done drugs, but if you do drugs, it's like a high to, the dopamine rush of punching into the social media. But I think the most important things, the valuable things, the meaningful, long-lasting things in life come from discipline and pondering and thinking. So I've been doing some thinking today. And as I said, I'm going to circle back around to camping, but I want to talk about some concerns that I have. I heard a riddle not long ago, and it just stuck with me. I can't attribute the quote to anybody, but it made me think. I want to bring that up to you. Now, during the video, if you have any thoughts, please write them down. I read all the comments, I listen to voicemails, and read my personal emails. You can get all that contact information by clicking on the show more in the description below this video. So the riddle goes something like this. Think about this. Why do we do the things we do when we know the things we know? Because we do the things we learn, not the things we know. I'm going to say that again. Why do we do the things we do when we know the things we know? Because we do the things we learn, not the things we know. This channel, by the way, is never going to have the views that these big, fancy, hey, pretty people channels will have. This channel will have the views and the subscribers of people that appreciate the thought, just the consideration. You know everything, right? I mean, you know everything you know. So do I. So why do we do some of the stupid stuff we do? It's because we learn that stupid stuff. And we learn it slowly, like a drip-fed IV over time. And I'm concerned about kids. I'm concerned about all of us, actually, but really about kids. Because I think that they are being drip-fed. We're all being drip-fed, but they are so susceptible to so many different messages. With their addiction to this and less ability to think and ponder and come up with independent thought. They're looking for quick answers. My wife was saying the other day, why do they say MAGA is such a bad term? I said, because the media has made it a bad term. Because people don't want to think, MAGA, I hate those people. That's enough for me. Don't need to think anymore. That's the truth. Why do people hate the truth so badly? It's just the truth. They want to flower it up and make it sound different, but it's the truth. One side calls the other side MAGA. Well, don't you want to make America great again? You don't have to support a particular candidate, but don't you want a great America? That's what she asked. I said, I don't know if people really want that anymore. They want to hate others. It's easy to hate. It is easy because once you know that you're supposed to hate those people over there, you don't even have to think. You just listen for your cue and you react and respond. So going back to kids, why do we do what we do when we know what we know? We do what we learn. And when they're taught in school what normal is, and we're all sitting back, we're going, what the hell is being taught in school? I don't know about you, but I see these things and I'm like, could I attend a school class? How do I find out what these teachers are doing? And they're not all bad. God bless the teachers. I love teachers and nurses and anyone that has that spirit, that heart of caring for others. But when they put that spirit with their own personal agenda, and then we can't know about it till it's too late, what is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen in the future? project out when these kids are being taught all these things they're the antithesis of our fundamental core values and what our country and what society and what the greatest culture on earth, at least the greatest country on earth, we used to be. I want to believe that we still are. What's happening to us? We are being taught, drip fed, like I said, with an IV, drip fed. These messages, well, you're supposed to tolerate this and tolerate that. I'm going to go into camping now. When you're camping, as a former campground owner, I saw most of the people are good. They're not perfect, but most of them are pretty good most of the time. But I saw more and more that didn't give a crap about their neighbor. They didn't give a crap about the rules. It was all about them. And the funny thing is, as bad behavior starts showing up, the people next door to you in the next campsite, well, if they can turn their music up, I guess I can turn mine up. And it just unravels. And that's what's happening. I see it, not just campgrounds, but our society. It's happening in schools. And then when you even question them, you even say, hey, can I find out what you guys are teaching and why are you teaching these things? You cannot even question people. Because if you question them, well, that's not good. They don't want to think. It takes time to think. I don't want you to think like me. I mean, fine. Makes me feel, oh, yay, somebody agrees with me. Or not. I don't care. I'm encouraging people around this virtual campfire to be thoughtful, mindful, be hesitant, show some self-restraint. I know it's easy to just show how stupid we all are by just launching out and attacking somebody on social media. But you know better. I know you know better. Then why do you do it? I'm not talking about you specifically, but why? Why do we do what we do when we know what we know? Because we do what we learn, not what we know. And when we learn that you can lash out and call people vulgar names and attack them, yeah, everybody else does it, I might as well do it. Where's it going? Take time. Take time to think. That's a respectful request. Take time to go, wow, I need to think. I need to ponder. At the same time, simultaneously, you need to stand your ground. When you're in a campground, when you're in a grocery store, and some idiot jerk cuts in front of you, in a parking lot, wherever, take the high road, deep breath. Don't take the bait. It is so easy. And I'm good at giving advice, and sometimes I'm not very good at taking it. But when I look around and I see what's happening to our world, especially to young people, in every TV show, these people, that's Hollywood, and the media is placing human beings in these positions. So you watch it, well, I guess it's normal. It's normal for that behavior. And you know what I'm talking about. And to deny it, you're either blind or you're I'm not even going to say it. You know what I'm talking about. These people in media, these people that control the levers of power with music and entertainment and culture and the social media and our TV shows, they have their own agenda. They do. My suggestion is we need to keep our agenda. Our agenda is not easy. It's not. But it's something we learned. We learned, most of us, when we were young. I want to believe that the majority of Americans today are just plain old people, flawed but hardworking, heterosexual, tolerant, and most of us sit back and go, what in the hell is that all about? They don't care. They don't care about you and me. We're going to be dead soon. And the children that they are injecting these thoughts into, it's just normal to them. So, why do we do the things we do when we know the things we know? I'd like for you to take a minute and think. Is there a time when you did something and you just knew it was wrong, but you didn't know it at the time? Why did you do it? We were taught that when we were young. We're taught to hate, to fight, to come to snap judgments. We're taught kindness and thoughtfulness, responsibility, hopefully, and that will be reflected later in our lives. Our kids today, when they're allowed to do anything they want, whenever they want, be whatever they want, they're the smartest human beings in the room. What's going to happen when they get old? You know, wisdom doesn't just happen. It happens when you have time and experience. Most of the time, it takes some kind of a negative experience, negative negative impression, negative something that happened. You go, oh, I don't think I'll do that again. That's where wisdom comes from. You can't buy it. You can't be born with it. It's something you have to earn. So I just wanted to have, a few minutes to say that I'm very, very concerned, especially about young people, but about all of us and our country in general. Why do we do what we do when we know the things we know? It applies to every single thing that I see. Why do our politicians do what they do? They do what they've learned. If you give somebody something, they'll vote for you. Make it real short and quick where they don't have to think. You just do the thinking for them. But you have to be nice about it. Tell them how great they are, and those people are the enemy. It takes discipline. You have to be responsible. Being responsible means you have to be situationally aware of where you are. You're not the center of the universe, but you have a place in the universe. Whether you're in a campground or a grocery store or in church, stand up, take the high road. I want to take a minute to just encourage you to take the high road when you feel like lashing out. And I feel like that a lot. I try to say, take a deep breath. Come on. Deep breath. And then think about it. Think about the right thing to do, not the expedient, not the fun thing to do. Anyway, again, if you have endured this much and you're a new viewer, thank you. This is my virtual campground. I talk about RVing and camping a lot. I do. But I also talk about things like I did today, things that I think are more important than RVing and camping. It's life. It's us. It's our relationship with others and where we are in the universe and our responsibilities. So if you do like this video, subscribe to the channel, maybe give it a thumbs up, and join me tomorrow. My name is Alan Warren. They call me the RV Wingman. Be safe, have fun, play nice, and don't leave your good manners at home. I'll see you next time.